If you would love to achieve more of your goals and dreams for your personal life or in your business, you need to raise your energy vibration. And when you do that, what happens is that you're going to be more prepared for anything that the world has to offer for you. You are going to be more vibrant, more energetic. You are going to have more fun. You are going to attract more of the right synchronicities and opportunities in your life. And you are going to have your doorbell ring and your phone ringing and calling you for the exact opportunities you are hoping will come to you, as you heard just a few seconds ago. And today we are here with Jana Nirvana, and she is spiritual artist and an author. And what's so exciting about Jana is that she can show you how to raise your vibration and to heal your soul through art. Now, can you tell us, please, how can we do that? How can we raise our vibration? How can we raise our energy vibration?
Yes. Yeah, Lily, thank you for having me here. So, as a spiritual author and artist, I have discovered how art can bring comfort to thousands of people. When we perceive beauty, the chemistry in our body changes. We know this experience when we go in the nature, take a walk in the forest, or see a beautiful sunset on the lake, on the sea. Then we relax, and it's very beautiful feeling that we have. But yeah, we don't have always this possibility. The world is changing. We have so much social pressure, and we need new ways of handling our problems. So we don't have always the possibility to go out and meditate in the nature to raise our vibration, right? So what can we do? We can bring art into our surrounding. High vibration energy art. But what is this? So it's actually beautiful art pieces that when you see them, you perceive this beauty and you feel joy in your heart. It's a calming experience, like an anchor that gives you strength and enhances abundance in your surrounding. So I create such art pieces, and I do also teach how you can create them yourselves. If you have the time, like 15 minutes, if you can take 15 minutes for yourself, you can do a free painting session, spiritual painting session. It's a giveaway on my webpage, and there you will see how I do this. You will get an idea.
Thank you. So, what is the difference between this spiritual art session and a normal painting session?
Yes, so the difference is that um, I combine actually self-healing methods that I have learned myself over the course of 20 years, from some of the best coaches that we have here in this world, like Mary Diamond or Marcy Shimoff. And these techniques, I implement them in the painting session. Like, for example, we start always with a breathing exercise. because people usually are very stressed, overwhelmed, busy with so many things, and they need really to first connect with themselves, so they can get in touch with their creativity that we all have. Yes.
Very interesting. And what techniques are involved in this spiritual art session? Are you coloring, I don't know, different numbers? Are you coloring, I don't know, almost like your vision board? Are you putting, I don't know, gold or different colors that have higher vibration into the painting? Or what is, what kind of techniques are you using in order to help someone raise their vibration?
Yes. So it's very individual. So I have always I do pick up the person where she is, right? Or he is. So once we have grounded the person with a breathing exercise, we set then first an intention. We take time. So you can actually realize what is the most important subject for me right now. And this intention we write then down on the back of the paper if we paint on a paper, or on the canvas if we have more time. And once this is done, well, then we choose a technique, a painting technique with which you feel most familiar. It can be like watercolor painting. I personally love doing the pouring technique with liquid colors, and we can also go paint with a pencil, or you can do this even when you feel very stressed, start painting with a pen. People tend to do this often when they're stressed at work, or pupils at school. They just grab a pen and immediately it's like you leave the space that is stressing you, because you are in your bubble, and you connect with the colors. We choose very well then the colors if we paint with colors, and you go in the flow, in the creative flow, and your intention is impressed in the form and in the colors, and especially in the composition you choose. So you can go also work in layers then, and it's like imprinted in the material.
Thank you. So, how do we know that we have raised our vibration after the session? How will we know that?
Oh, you perceive it immediately. You will know, because you will feel connected. You kind of leave the stress in your mind, and during the painting process, you connect to your soul, and you actually observe with a distance how stressed you were, with the mind very busy, going in certain um, patterns, always turning around. But when you paint, you leave this, and it's a state. Some call this, it's a heart brain coherence that is created.
Thank you so much. And once we have done this session, I mean, what kind of techniques can someone do on their own? Is there anything you recommend? Is there any book they can read that you have written, or is there anything they can do to implement this themselves aside from your 15-minute consultation that you have on your website? Is there anything like a special technique, whether it's, I don't know, think of an animal, or think of your mother-in-law and think of how much you hate her and just color her in the worst colors possible so you can feel better? Is that how it goes? Or what kind of techniques do you actually have? Let's say if someone is very stressed and very, let's say, has a lot of rage or anger, because I don't know, their husband did something, their husband didn't do something, or things like that. What do you recommend? What kind of techniques do you recommend that they should use on their own?
Yeah, well, the technique is just painting. When you start painting, it can be just a paper, a normal paper and a pen, even a small one. Everybody can practice and just instantly go breathe in your belly and just set an intention like, okay, I want to just feel less stressed. I want to feel relaxed. And just grab the pen and start painting without thinking and just let it flow, whatever comes out. It's fine without judging. This is very important that we don't judge ourselves or the result, but just that we try then to see which message is our subconscious sending us there in the painting. So this is actually very, very easy to do. Of course, the more time you take, the more the experience will be grounding and will last.
Thank you. Very interesting. And do you also have a technique where, for example, a few years ago, I was trapped in Peru for 111 days during the pandemic, and what happened was that we had a coach that was living with us, and he was a painter. So he was teaching us like a painter teacher, and he was teaching us how to paint. So we had these teddy bears that were out in the backyard, and then we were like painting them. And of course, I don't really know how to color, and I don't really know how to paint. But we were like all painting the same thing, but they were all turning out differently based on our states of
Yes.
mind and things like that. And he was also showing us how to paint. And then after he was showing that, I was creating something completely different from what he gave us. Most people were just like copying that and doing that as much as possible according to the design that the teacher would give. And for me, after he completed, I would like add extra things. So how do you kind of like interpret what people did? And also, do you use these techniques where people just copy, the life art, you can say?
No, I don't use this technique. It's not about um, the technical acquiry, about copying art pieces. It's really about getting in touch with your soul and allowing the flow of creativity. Because we are used always, to produce certain results and um, formate things very perfectly. And this is a space for yourself where you can really just allow the flow, and the interpretation, it's your soul that it will give it to you according to the intention you have set. You will know intuitively. Your intuition will let you know what it is actually about. Sometimes the people, they feel it and it's so touching they can't even pronounce it. So it's really about allowing the flow and letting the artist within you express himself.
Thank you. And why would you say that we need your expertise, would you say? Is it because you guide the people that are attending to do certain things? Or is it because you kind of get them together, and if you weren't there, they wouldn't do it at all? What would
Yes.
you say is what would be the main reason that they need you? Is it to guide them on what technique to use?
Mm. Well, I think the special skill that I have is to give them a frame, where they can feel secure, because I will individually supervise them, and they will profit of yeah, the teachings that I have learned, and I will help them whatever aspect will come up during this painting session. When you allow the flow, of course, sometimes things can come up, and aspects that need healing. So I will guide them individually, how they can do the next step towards this healing.
Ah, very good. Excellent. And what kind of results have your current clients gotten as a result of attending these sessions?
Yes, so I have gotten, for example, a lady who had like a brain attack and who was paralyzed and walking on crutches. And after painting with me, she suddenly like opened and really had miraculous strength then in her that she could walk much better. Or I had a couple that yeah, had some struggles, and after several sessions, there was more harmony between them. So I would say creating more harmony in your life.
Thank you so much.
Mm.
And would you say that this is for people of a certain age, or would you say that it's for everyone? And what kind of people tend to attend these workshops?
Yeah, well, it's for everyone. I've been also painting already with children. There, of course, it's another approach because children are intuitively connected with their inner creativity. They are less formatted, by the society. So usually it's people who already have a tendency, who already walk on their spiritual path. So they feel naturally attracted to this.
Thank you so much. And where are you currently based? Are you in Germany, or which country are
I
you
am
in?
I am based in Germany, in Hanover, where I have my art studio and where I do the live painting. Sometimes I also paint in my art shows, and we can do this also, of course, online via Zoom.
Ah, thank you so much. And at the end of every session, do you kind of walk around with, walk around every painting and interpret it for the clients, or do you just let them interpret and have their own breakthroughs by themselves?
Yes, yes, it's important to leave them the room, and I do it by asking questions. So whatever needs to come up has a space to come up, like really open questions.
Ah, perfect. And if anyone was to want to contact you, all they have to do is to click on some of the links below this video, okay? And so you can get in touch with Jana. Is it Jana or Yana?
It's actually Jana. Thank
Jana,
you.
okay. So Jana Nirvana, please connect with Jana Nirvana either in her social media links that you see there below the video, or you can go to her workshops in Germany, in Hanover. Thank you so much, Jana.
Welcome.